Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video. And today, it is Friday in Malaysia, and I would like to talk about it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. Now, this is a very, very important topic because I believe that everything happens in life for a reason. Okay, now everything is shaped by your decision. Do you agree on this point? Everything in your life is shaped by your decision. You are here because of your past decision. The good news is that you can change and make a better decision from today onwards. Okay. Now, our greatest gift is the gift of choice. We can make choices. All right. Nobody can stop us from making choices. So our greatest gift is the gift of choice. But the problem is that most people do not make decision. Do you know why people don't make decision? They don't make decision because they fear they are going to make a wrong decision. So most people end up not making decision at all, or they leave the decision to others, to the environment, to circumstances, and so on. So basically, if you really want to be successful, you got to make your own decision. So our greatest gift is the gift of decision. Okay. Now, I'm sure you heard about Dale Carnegie. All right. Dale Carnegie, he authored a very, very popular book by the title of How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, in the book, he stated that successful people make decisions very fast. Okay, so successful people make decisions very fast. Unfortunately, the people who don't succeed, they take a long, long time to make a decision. But you know what? After they make a decision, they are very fast to change the decision. All right. So if you want to be successful, you got to learn how to make decision fast and stick to the decision. That is the most important thing of all. All right. So if you want to be successful, learn how to make quick decision and stick to a decision. That's for all. That's for sure. Okay. Now everything happens for a reason. Do you believe that everything in your life happens for a reason? And the reason is always for your own good. All right. Now, basically, I want to share with you about my story because everything happens for a reason. In my story, I told you that many years ago, I was in debt of more than 1 million ringgit, which was more than 300,000 US dollar. I was in debt because I lost money in the stock market and so on. But you know what? During that time, I was very discouraged. I was very disappointed. I was angry with myself. But today, I believe that, that has to happen to bring me to where I am today. All right, to teach me a good lesson so that I don't make the same mistake again. All right, so everything happens for a reason. And today, because of that, I live a life of time and financial freedom. All right, and again, another story is that I was involved in network marketing many years ago. I was involved with a company from the US as well, and it was a very large company. All right, but somehow, I got into trouble with the company, not because it is my fault, but because I wanted to create a website for my business, for the company, and basically that's how I got involved with the company that teaches computer education, and they give you hosting and so on. And I got involved with that for that reason. But somehow, because it was also a program that pays you, so basically, the company was not happy with me, so they asked me to show cause. And you know what? Because of that, you know, I left the company, and because of that, I came across the existing company that I had been with for more than 20 years now. So everything happens for a reason. Okay, we might be disappointed, we might get angry because bad things happen to us. It was bad during that time, but it brought us to where we are supposed to be. So everything happens for a reason. All right. Now, I spoke about defining moments before. In your life, there is a defining moment that happens to you that literally change your life around, turn your life around. You got to create the defining moment or find the defining moment. Okay? Now, You know Anthony Robbins, right? Anthony Robbins was just a janitor. He was just a janitor. But one day, he made a defining moment. He made a decision that he's not going to live this life anymore, and he's going to change. And because of that defining moment, he took action, and he became who he is today, Anthony Robbins. Okay, and for me as well, you know my story. Some of you, of course, I was in Kuala Terengganu for many years. I had my own accounting practice there, but somehow things were not working out that well. But a defining moment happened when I decided to move. All right, I decided to move to Selangor, to another state in Malaysia called Selangor, where I am now. And that was a defining moment, because with that decision, everything started to change. Okay, so basically, a defining moment can happen in your life, or the best thing is to create it yourself. It could be anything. I do not know, make it a defining moment that can literally change your life. Make a decision. Okay, now when we make a decision, all right, it is important to make a decision. Most people don't make a decision, like I mentioned just now, because of fear and so on, right? But once you make a decision, you got to take action, that's for sure. All right, a decision without action is nothing. So you got to take action, and once you take action, you got to follow through as well. All right, you got to follow through and have persistence, because nothing happens according to what you desire. All right, the outcome may not be what you want. So basically, you got to persist and keep on going and going and going. And most people who are successful, they are persistent. They meet with obstacles and challenges, but they face those obstacles and challenges, and they become successful because they overcome those things. Right? Like I mentioned the other day about Napoleon Hill in Gorish. It is just like that. It's a hidden guide whose duty is to test us to all the challenges and obstacles to see whether we can pass that test of persistence or not. Most people fail, but the people who succeed, they'll be richly rewarded. Okay? Now, another thing that I want to state is that change happened in an instant. Do you believe me? Change happened in an instant. It is the decision to change that takes a long, long time. Once you make a decision, everything can start to change. All right, like me. Before I authored a book, I wanted to author a book for many, many, many years since I was studying in the UK. I wanted to author a book, but I never did anything about it. But one defining moment, I made up my mind and said, that's it. I'm going to come up with my first book within the next 3 months. And because of that decision, I authored my first book, Cappuccino and Success, many, many years ago. And I didn't stop from there. I built on the momentum, and I authored my second book, third book. Now I authored more than 10 books. Okay? So basically, change can happen in an instant. It is the decision to change that takes a long, long time. Like somebody who wants to stop smoking, they can keep on telling people, I'm going to stop smoking, but when they don't make a committed decision, nothing is going to happen. All right? But once they make a committed decision, it can happen in an instant. All right? Now, I believe also that everything happens for a reason, and it is always for your good. Now, let's talk about the lockdown, what you call the pandemic and lockdown. To a lot of people, it may be something that is discouraging, disappointing, and so on. I know a lot of businesses closed down, a lot of people lost their job. Well, that is for sure, right? But the thing is that something good also will come up from that. In everything that happens, something good is also bound to happen. All right. And one of the good things I noticed is that, today, because of the lockdown, a lot of people are going online now. All right. Even the ladies, the old ladies who doesn't know how to use Zoom, today they can they know how to use Zoom. Because why? Out of circumstances, they got no choice. They got to learn. All right. So everything happens for a reason. Okay. I hope that you are flexible to change. That's the most important thing. Okay. So I want you to make today a defining moment in your life. All right, create it. If you cannot find one, create the defining moment in your life, because it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. All right, so make a decision. Do not fear making a decision. I mean, I know that, when you make a decision, the outcome may not be what you want, but basically, you got to learn how to make decision. If you don't make decision, then you don't have the power to make decision. Just like if you don't use your muscle, you don't move your arm, after some time you lose the use of the arm. All right, decision making is also like a muscle. You got to use it every time so that it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay, so that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate your time that you spend with me here. Let me summarize what I spoke about here. It is in your moment of decision, yet your destiny is shaped. All right, everything is shaped by our decision. Most people don't like to make decision because they fear they are going to make a wrong decision. Okay, and if you want to be successful, you got to learn how to make decision fast and stick to the decision. Everything happens for a reason, and that is a defining moment in your life that can change your life, that can literally turn your life around. You got to create it, or you got to find that defining moment. And when you make a decision, you got to take action, and after taking action, you got to follow through and have persistency as well. Remember, change happened in an instant. Okay, it is the decision to change that takes a long, long time. Everything in life happens for a reason. It is always for the good. If you find something that is not what you wanted, be assured that it will have to happen to bring you forward in your life. Okay, so my friend, in conclusion, make today your defining moment. So this is Richard Quack here from Malaysia. I wish you a pleasant weekend. All right, I'll see you again for another session of my live video on Monday. So good night and goodbye.